Okay, I'm about to head up the hill. I'm doing some trial runs for RUFA, running up for air in Bozeman in a little over a month. Ooh, wow. I got to get ready for that. I'm trying to go for 12 laps, which will be, 750 feet per lap and about 2.5 miles per lap. It's going to be really interesting to see if I can pull it off. I've gone that far before, honestly. Well, I've done a trail marathon with like 7,000 feet of gain before, so it's not like it's going to be like totally out of my wheelhouse, but the longest thing I've done in the past year has been Speed Goat, a 30K. And now this is going to be a 50K, which is going to be just like, 12 miles longer. That's going to be crazy, I tell you. But I'm experimenting with my clothes. I'm actually and Rufa itself, I'm not going to be carrying very much because it's like having a aid station every 2.5 miles, which is going to be just freaking awesome, to be honest with you. That way, I only really have to carry a gel and a water, and I'm fine. Just keep cruising. So I've got spikes. I'm not sure if I'm going to need spikes because it hasn't snowed a lot lately. I've got two waters and 8 gels. I'm going to experiment with my gel system. I've got a timer set for a half hour. That's going to be instrumental in helping me trying to get in 90 grams per hour, which I've done before. I haven't done it in a while though. We'll see how that works out, especially up on the hill, if I can sustain that. And I'm hoping for the best, and I hope you hope the best for me too. All right, thank you. I'm heading out, and I hope this works out well. It's kind of cold. I'm going to warm up as I run. All right, talk to you later. Okay, there's a lot of snow. Um, it's been raining a lot and snowing a lot, but it's been kind of warm too. It's really cold this morning, low 20s. Probably by the time I get up to the top, it'll be under 20. I brought spikes just in case. Probably not going to need them. That's okay. Okay, so I made it to the top of Morgan. It's a Strava segment. I've done it quite a bit. I'm a local legend off and on. And it is a really fun, about 750, 800 feet of gain, depending on where you start and where you stop. And it's really a nice trail overall, not too rough, not too technical, and steep enough to be good training. And I did one lap already. I've only done one to the top, and I got my gel at a half hour. In about another 20 minutes, I'm going to get my next gel, and trying to go for 90 grams, sorry, trying to go for 90 grams an hour. And it's going to help me with my recovery and help me train for RUFA, running up for air, and training for Speed Goat in July. So I'll be back to you in a minute with some more updates. Okay, I am doing the last descent into to the bottom of Morgan, the Strava segment, and it's a steep kind of downhill. I've slid on this a bunch of times over the years. The ground is pretty firm today, kind of frozen, and that's probably a good thing, but it's a little rough on my feet because these boots have a thinner midsole than the ones I'm used to using, so there's not a lot of shock absorption, and I am feeling it a little bit, but I'm running a little bit slower than I expected, which is okay. And we've got some errands to run this morning with my wife. Figure skating comes on this afternoon at 1 something, and we gotta beat the clock for that, because that's her thing, and I support that. And this is my thing, and she supports this. I tell you what, holding the camera up here and walking down this hill gently is a struggle, but that's okay. And you know what? I am going to include some stories when I do my presentation at Hike Expo, Ageless on the Trail. And Ageless on the Trail, encompasses a lot of things. There's mountaineering, there's ice climbing, there's trail running, there's orienteering, there's mountain biking, gravel biking. It's like everything. And you can do it as you age gracefully, strongly, healthy, and fit. So join me for that, okay? I want to see you there. Okay, looking at the sun here. Coming up to the top of the second lap, and feel a little bit more warmed up than when I started walking on snow, but it's loose snow with a crunchy ground underneath. No spikes. Minor GI issues with the beta fuel, SAS beta fuel. Is that what it is? But I think I can deal with it if I manage my fluid intake better. Okay, this is the little speed bump at the top, and this is Ageless on the Trail. Join us. I like to go just maybe 50 feet past, just to make sure I get the Strava segment for what that's worth. But I ended up changing my gloves to the thin ones because it was pretty warm. And then also my feet are pretty hot. I'm in waterproof boots. They're not Gore-Tex, I don't know what they are. They're from Ultra Lone Peak Mid GTX, or not, mid waterproof, mid WP. And I'm kind of warm in them, but it's like 25 now, I think, with the sun up. Might have even hit 30, but it's kind of warm. But I'm not buried in snow. If I was buried in snow, that would make a big difference. And if I get a chance to go up and do quandary, I can find out more about it. So I'm going to head down now, go to the car, and then my wife and I are going to go to Costco quick so we can get done before her skating comes on. And I support her in that. She supports me in this, and we're great together. Good pair. Hope you're a good pair too. Okay, I made it to the car within my 2 hour, well, a few minutes more than 2 hours, but it wasn't too bad, especially coming down. That last time coming down was really great. I was pretty warmed up, felt pretty good. And I'm excited. Next week, maybe I can do 3 or 4 laps, or maybe I can do a quandary depending on timing and things. And I think ultimately I will try to do a 6 lap, and then that'll be my long run. And then I'll have a couple weeks of taper. I'm also squeezing in between. I'm working on some legitimate VO2 max and threshold workouts, not threshold, I'm sorry, VO2 max and zone 2 workouts on the treadmill, which has been really exciting to actually hit zone 2, my zone 2 limit, the cap, the high end of zone 2, which is tougher than I expected. But Scott Johnston in a podcast said that, professional athletes rarely spend so much time at that zone 2 threshold as you would think, because at that level, it is so much work that they couldn't recover from it fast enough. And that's an interesting idea. And I never experienced that until just last week. I'm going to explore that for about 6 weeks, and then I'm going to do RUFA. And then I'm going to start switching my training over toward speed go. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you later, okay? Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, okay? Comment, please. This is how you reclaim your prime.